Hello learners, Namaste. Welcome to a new course on learning and development in organizations. I am Dr. Abraham Cyril Issac. I am a faculty at the School of Business, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Now, there cannot be two opinions about learning and development specifically in organizations. So this course revolves around the theme that an organization's ability to learn and translate that learning particularly into action rapidly is the ultimate competitive advantage. This would be the theme throughout the course, and I would like to mention that we would look into the ability of every organization in transforming itself with respect to the learning. Now, as in any introductory video of my course specifically, I will deal with three aspects: what this course is all about, why you have to take this course, and to whom the course is most relevant. Now, let's look into the what part. The fundamentals and importance will be covered in this course with respect to the learning and development. You'll see that I'll be talking about technological advancements across the different modules in this course. I'll look into how we can leverage the digital tools and technology specifically. We'll look into the recent trends and approaches in learning and development, the L&D domain as such. We'll look into the employee performance and organizational success as such with learning and development. And finally, we'll also deal with culture of continuous learning and professional growth. Now, why L&D? It's all about bridging the skill gaps. Learning and development is all about improving the employee performance. It's all about retention and employee engagement altogether. It talks about innovation and adaptability. It speaks volumes about innovation and adaptability. It's all about aligning the workforce together, and not to forget the competitive advantage, which will be the running theme across all modules. Now, to whom this course is most suitable? If you ask me, all are welcome. MBA, Executive MBA, any degree students in any discipline who are keen in knowing the nitty-gritties, the nuances of learning and development are welcome to attend this course. Specifically, if you are industry personnel, interested in the vertical of learning and domain, this would be the right juncture for you to take this particular course. And also, faculty members who want to add proficiency into their resume specifically with respect to learning and development, this course would be tailor-made for you. So any degree programs, any PG programs, you are welcome. Industry personnel who are keen on getting into the L&D vertical, please join this course. Employees, HR and L&D professionals, managers and leaders, and finally, everybody who is interested in the organization domain, you are welcome to attend this course. Now, let's look into the content as such. When you are looking into the content of the course, I've divided this into 12 modules. The 12 modules which will be covered across 30 hours. The first module will talk about the strategic introduction to learning and development in organizations, where we'll be looking into learning and development. We'll try to define learning and development. We'll talk about individuals in organizations. We'll talk about the developments that are emerging. Then we'll move into the learning and development key to peak performance. The performance becomes important here. We'll try to appreciate the importance of L&D. What about the personal performance? We'll talk about the context of learning and development specifically. And in the third module, we'll be looking into strategic human resource management and the business dynamics, where we'll be dealing with the business environment and specifically the human resource management strategies. In the fourth module, we'll look into building and sustaining organizational excellence. We'll look into the vision, mission, values, how we develop that. What about the organizational capabilities? What do you mean by a learning organization? What do you mean by high performance organizations? And what are the different challenges for the L&D function? We'll look into the learning and development in the fifth module, from theory to practice. Similarly, in the sixth module, we'll look into managing knowledge in organizations. So here we'll focus on L&D interventions. We'll look into what specifically knowledge management is in the context of organization. We'll look into the components of knowledge management. We'll look into the individual behavior and knowledge transfer. We'll also look into the knowledge management strategies. In the seventh module specifically, we'll look into understanding psychological contracts in organization. We'll be looking into what do you mean by psychological contract, what do you mean by the theory of psychological contracting. We'll try to map the external factors, the messages, social cues, etc. We'll look into all the encoding, decoding processes. In the 8th module, in the 8th week, we'll look into the problem identification and solution design, where the focus would be on a move from theory to application. We'll look into the need identification. We'll also look into what is relevant with respect to problem identification and solution design from a practical standpoint. On the 9th week, we tried to look into enhancing workforce capabilities through L&D, where we'll focus on the planning and action. We'll look into the roles and responsibilities for L&D. We'll look into the sources of expertise, blended learning, sample interventions, etc. And the 10th week will be all about diagnostic approaches for learning and development, where the focus would be on technological advances in learning interventions. We'll look into the new skills and behaviors that are required. We'll look into some of the diagnostic questionnaires for senior managers specifically. And we'll finally move to the 11th module, where we'll be looking into the assessment and measurement in learning and development. One of the most critical tools, especially for industry, evaluating learning and development, models of evaluations, evaluation of coaching will be the relevant aspects in this particular module. And finally, in module 12, we'll look into the innovations in learning, innovations in development, what are the different trends, tools and impacts. So specifically, we'll look into the ongoing trends and approaches, we'll look into the technology, learning and development, we'll look into the tools and techniques for L&D, and finally, we'll look into the L&D's impact on organizational results. So this is a snapshot, a bird's eye view of what is going to come your way in terms of different modules specifically. Let me conclude this introductory video by one simple story. I was standing on a bus stop recently and I saw that an individual, a small boy actually, he was chasing a bus. Unfortunately, he missed the bus, he did not get it. So to sympathize with him, I asked that had you ran a little bit faster, you would have got the bus. So blunt, straight came the reply that if I had started from my home earlier, I would have got the bus. Now, when it comes to L&D, when it comes to learning and development, as a vertical in industry, people are chasing it down. People are trying to follow it. People are trying to catch it. The thing is, we are not starting earlier. This is an opportunity to start earlier. Don't miss the bus. I would like to see you all in my classroom. We will do this across 12 weeks, across 12 modules specifically, where you will have, each module will have an assignment. Each assignment will have some multiple choice questions or multiple select questions. In the end term, you will have exam, which will be again the basis of multiple select and multiple choice questions. So would look forward to see you all in my classroom for learning and development. Let's not miss this bus. Thank you for listening to me patiently. See you all in the class. Thank you.